got a question. You don't have a uterus.
Sure. What's your question, ma'am?
Not talking about this.
What's your question, ma'am? What's your
Why
question?
can't a woman abort if she doesn't want the child or if it's at risk?
What's your question?
Why can't
If I don't have a uterus, I can't say anything. I have no opinion.
No,
Huh?
really.
Do you own slave?
No.
Is slave?
It's a woman's right
Is
to know what she
slavery?
does with her body.
Is slavery wrong?
Yes.
Well, you can't say. Why can you make that opinion when you don't own any slave?
It's also wrong to say a woman can't abort.
No, I'm just saying the same thing you say. We can say it back at you, but just because I don't have uterus doesn't mean I don't know what's right and wrong, right?
But it's not wrong to abort a child if A, the child is conceived at right or there is a
Well, that's like 1.0001% of abortion. Like 99% of abortion is done on a healthy pregnancy, and just because that they don't want the child. Yeah, that's statistics, ma'am. That's what we.
But it's still a woman's right whether or not she wants that child or not.
Well, it's not because it's.
Because what happens if she can't take
Do you
care of
believe in God, ma'am? Do you believe in God?
No.
Okay, no wonder why you think that way. We believe in God, and we believe that everyone has right to live, to life on this earth. Everyone, no matter how,
if the mother is homeless and whatnot.
no matter how,
Are you going to adopt my child?
no matter how small the person is, every person deserves the right to live. That's what we believe as people, because we believe God created man in his own image. So when we kill someone, a little baby, we're killing the image of God. That's what we believe as Christians. Maybe you don't believe that because you don't believe in God. So
No, I believe in physical rights.
but do you believe there is a God who made all things?
I don't care about that. I believe in the
But
right
how can you?
making that decision.
How can you
At
not
this
care?
Point, the child hasn't even begun to even think. The brain
How
hasn't
can you-
formed 95% of the time.
Well, it's the same with someone plugged in a machine and with a brain damage in a hospital. They can't make a make a decision for themselves. Should we kill them?
Yeah, because 95% of the time, that's better off for them because they're just.
Who has the choice to make the right to kill them? When is it right to kill? I'm just asking. When is it we can kill if? Can you finish that sentence for me?
I kill every last one of my children.
Well, God doesn't want you to do that. But God will judge you for that. Every woman that goes through abortion has a negative connotation, has a trauma. They go through trauma. Each time they're being violated over and over and over again. Each time they go through abortion. Every woman know that. Every woman that have had an abortion has regretted it. Unless the one that has no morals. They're the ones that don't regret it.
I know plenty of women who had an abortion and don't regret it.
Sorry?
I know plenty of people who have had abortions and don't regret it.
Many people regret it unless your mind has gone. Everyone who has a moral compass.
Who are you to say that?
Well, because I know a statistic. Every human being on this earth cares about life. Unless your mind is gone, I can understand that. But every human being on this world who believes in sanctity of life, they regret it when they do murder their baby. They regret it. Because that's what happened.
I forgot how delusional Christians were. Sorry.
Well, say somebody who's believed that it's okay to kill a child.
That's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What question you have?
Abortion one mainly, but I kind of don't. I mean, I agree with some of it.
Which part of it you don't agree?
Well, the abortion that it's a woman's right.
You don't agree with it?
No, I agree with it.
That is a woman's right?
Yes.
How?
How is it not?
Well, is there any right to murder?
Well, that's not comparable.
How isn't it?
Okay.
A life is taken.
Yeah. Okay. Let me say.
What happened in abortion?
Okay, but let's say if the woman who is having the baby is having some problems, and that might lead to problems in baby's life down the line. What's that?
Who are you? You can't predict future.
Okay.
We can't. That's like calling shot of things that will happen in 10 years. You know that there was a lady, a Christian lady. The doctor told her your child will be born Down syndrome. You have to abort the child, or you're gonna end up spending your life raising up this, child that is disability.
Okay.
You know what she said? She said if the child has syndrome, Down syndrome, I'll take care of the child.
Yeah, that's fine. No, my
That's her
argument is-
choice. She made that choice to keep that child. You guess what happened? The child was born perfectly healthy.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
So we cannot tell the future of what will happen in the past and make decision now, hoping that we were wrong and right
Okay,
in the future.
But what if the mother dies? Let's say the mother's ill. Would you say that's like taking a life as well?
There is something called the incubator. There's something called incubator.
Yeah.
That's not abortion. Delivering a child and putting a child in the incubator and
No, but I'm asking you, is that okay?
what?
Let's say if the mother is going to die
Yeah.
and the doctor says you have to abort the baby or the mother will die.
They do an operation to get the baby out.
But let's say
And
the
put it
baby
in
also dies in the process.
If it dies in the process, then of course we can't change anything. But because the number one goal is to save both lives. But that's not abortion.
But
Abortion
which
is
lives matter?
abortion is not to save both lives. Abortion is to kill. That's what abortion is. Is you and 99% of the abortion happen. 99.9% of abortion happens on a healthy baby, and that has no
I mean,
complication.
I understand.
The only reason why is because the parents or the mother doesn't want it. That's 99.9% of abortion. The rest of the 0.1% is done maybe complication during pregnancy.
I mean, I agree if it's like out of nowhere just for no reason. I
Yeah.
agree then it's wrong.
Yeah.
But if it's like, let's say there's a complication, then I think it's
Well, that's
fine.
the 0.00%.
Yeah, but that's still like, I mean,
0.1%.
it still happens, right? It still happens.
Yeah.
Still
Which
happens.
one?
The 0.1% you're saying, it still happens a lot.
It does happen, but I'm trying to say that that's not what abortion is. Abortion is 99.9%
Oh, that
of
still
the time.
classifies as abortion.
We're not gonna use that 0.1% to write
but
up the
if you're saying abortion, it includes
99.9%.
the 0.1% as well. Like, you have to include that too.
Well, that 1% is as what I'm saying, on a healthy baby, the 0.1% is on that. And in that situation, we weigh the option: is the child going to die, and is the doctor doing the operation to save both? In abortion, that's not what happened. In abortion, the doctor is trying to kill the child.
Well,
See,
not
that's
really a doctor.
there's
It's the-
intention.
yeah.
The
Okay.
intention is to go in and kill. That's the intention
Well,
of
what if it's not a
abortion.
baby, to be honest? I mean,
What if-
I understand your argument. I agree.
Which one of this is not a baby?
There's a fundamental difference in the definition.
No, I mean, then when do you think someone gains conscience?
No, I'm one of these. One of
but
these.
let's say a human is someone with a conscience,
Okay.
right? Someone can think, who can
Okay,
just do
that's
something on
defined.
their own.
That defines human
Yeah,
for
exactly.
you. What about someone unconscious in the hospital, plugged into a life support?
Yeah, but it was at some point it still had conscience.
but it doesn't have any.
Yeah, but
we
it's
don't
still
have
not-
it doesn't have a
But he's also speaking from a past perspective, saying that it had a conscience. But when you look at a baby, we're speaking from a future perspective. It will have a conscience.
Yeah.
Okay, but we don't know that. That's also in your argument.
No, we don't. We know that we have
No,
the
but
child from all year. I
But
mean,
there's also obviously
when
birth-
you allow that child to live, to grow, what does that child become?
Okay, but there's complications when a baby is born sometimes. the
But
baby
there's
is
no
born.
complication
Exactly.
here, though.
No, but that's
You're
why I'm
doing
saying.
you're doing a lot of scenarios into the
No,
mix, but we
I'm
know
saying
as
what he said. He said that he won't have a conscience.
correct, because that's what a child does.
Yeah, but
a baby does.
The child it can't. Like, maybe there's a complication. It's born like not
No, but
alive.
I disagree. I think it doesn't matter what complication you have. Everybody has some degree of conscience. Like even if you take even the most mentally retarded individual, they still have some idea of what's right and wrong.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right? It's defining human. Yeah. So we don't know in which stage someone gets conscious.
do you know
Yeah,
with
but
when
that's what I'm saying, but it
the
will.
question is like, when does life begin? That's what you should be asking. Not
I mean, look,
not conscious. When does
I mostly
consciousness
agree with your
begin?
argument. I agree that it's bad.
No,
Abortion's bad.
the question, does consciousness comes before life? Which one comes? Life and consciousness, which one comes first?
Yeah, we don't know.
What?
I mean, obviously life comes first. And
Okay,
then conscious.
so life, number one. Without life, there's no consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you are killing that child, you're taking the
Not
life
giving it
of
a
that
chance.
child. Taking the life of that child. Okay, that child has a potential of becoming. If you let it be, not bother it, not cut it up. If you let it be, that child will continue to grow and grow and grow, just like you, the way you grew and came
I
out.
agree with most of your argument. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's
What
complicated.
do you disagree with specifically?
Well, I'm just saying there's obviously abortions can happen for two reasons. If someone's doing it just because obviously they don't want to keep the child,
Yeah.
I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
But there are, like, I saw a post. There was an incest baby.
Sorry.
Incest baby.
Okay.
In obviously, and it turned out bad for the baby when it grew up, and he died actually at age of 10.
Okay.
And the baby he lived a painful life.
Oh, like because of medical issues.
Medical issues and everything.
Okay.
And
What did they try to abort it?
They didn't
When
try
it-
to abort it.
Okay. So
They kept the baby, and it had, because of the incest baby.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
10 years old, he died very painful death because of the medical condition.
okay, but does that mean that that child, because it died a painful death, meaning that it should have been okay to murder it earlier?
Well, no, that's a whole different one. That's
So,
a
like,
euthanasia.
from a compassion standpoint.
Yeah, but
better to-
you're
when
going
is
to
it
be
a
human.
compassion? But you don't know what the child is going to be in the future.
That's what I was going to say. So let me ask you, just about to touch on it. So you're mentioning the one that didn't work out.
Yeah.
But you know how many countless of incestual babies turned out to become productive members of society? Not only productive
Well, no,
members of
that's
society.
actually, statistically, it's more likely to go wrong. Yes, if you look at incest babies.
Well, it also
No.
depends what level of incest we're talking.
No.
Well, I'm talking within the family.
Like immediate-
Within the family, they actually go healthy. It's just that happened
It
just happened that particular
from
one.
a statistical standpoint, it goes wrong more than it goes right.
It doesn't happen all the time.
Really?
It doesn't.
Yes.
I don't know the
You
statistics.
can look that up.
It happened. No,
It's
it
more
happened.
than 50%.
No,
More
it's
than-
it's a projection. It's not
Well,
a
I'm just
study.
saying-
It's not a study of a real case study.
No,
It's
it
a
is
projection.
study. It's
saying
studied
it's an
done by
actual
scientists.
study.
It's a projection. It's not a real study. I can guarantee you that it's a projection. Every child, even if it's an
I didn't
incest,
conduct a study, so I don't know. But
that's what I'm saying.
It's a study.
There's a lot of study you can go. It all depends on how you ask the question. You get the answer that you're looking for. You can tweak
I mean, then
a
you
study
get, at
to
that
get
point, you
an
can
answer what
just
that
say
you want.
everything's just like,
It all depends. You got to ask yourself who did the study and
look,
look
man,
at
I'm
and look.
agreeing with most of your things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that some
He's
parts.
pointing out, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you have each study. Don't take each study
I'm
at
just
a.
saying some parts
at
it's
a-
okay if there's like obviously baby's future on the line. Obviously, you said we don't know the future, but
I know. I agree. So here's the problem with the statement that you're making. You're basically saying that usually it's okay. I mean, usually it's wrong. But there are
usually it's wrong.
okay,
But there are
you
some
see, You see how
exceptions.
dangerous that statement is when you say like usually something should happen one way, but there are like very special circumstances where you can go completely against all the rules, all logic, all common sense, and because of that situation, it's dangerous to start thinking like that, because now we can start applying that to other things in life and other situations.
Well, no, I'm just saying this is not a comparable situation. This is like
No?
bringing a life to a life. Yes.
It is.
How
Like for
how-
example, like if you say
Would
that,
you say that for killing people? Obviously, we won't be applying that to that.
why?
Why would we?
Why not? It's killing.
That's just immoral.
Why? Because hold on, let me ask you something, bro. Are you
Because they're
telling
bigger
me-
and this
Yeah,
one's smaller.
no,
So the size determine whether it's moral or immoral.
Listen to
The
this.
s-
Listen to the how
Okay, go
illogical
on.
this is.
Yeah.
If a baby is separated between a layer of skin separates the baby between the air, there's just a barrier, literally a belly that baby's inside, not murder. As soon as it goes outside of literally a layer of skin, capital murder. So in the States, you kill a baby, you get capital punishment. It's bad.
Yeah.
Really? Is that all we're
Just
going by?
a thick of skin, a piece of skin barrier like this. It comes out.
I don't know, man. It seems like really like flimsy parameters.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, abortion's okay sometimes. If there's
That's a dangerous thing.
no, but only if there's complications.
It's never
I'm not saying
okay,
any
man.
other way.
It's never okay
If
to
it-
abort.
well, you
It's
just
never
said-
okay
you
to
just
kill.
said it's okay if, like, you know, the doctor is doing its best to save.
No,
Well,
but the doctor's intention was to get the
that's
child
still,
out.
by definition, abortion. To
No, it's not. It's not.
Why?
Abortion is a
That's
killing
the
of an infant. You are aborting the pregnancy, terminating it. That's
yeah,
what
but let's say
abortion means.
you have to do that to save the mother.
No,
Then
you,
what?
you don't. The fact is, you go in to save both. That's the goal. You should have, as a doctor, your Hippocratic oath is to do no harm.
Okay, but let's say you can't save both. You have to choose one. Which one do you choose then?
I choose both.
You can't choose both. Let's say one of them.
I choose
Let's say
both.
you have
I'm
to-
trying to save both of them.
Okay, but think about it this way. If you save the mother can bring more life into the world.
The child can also bring more life into
Yes,
the world.
but when it grows up, exactly. But if it
But when he
doesn't-
grows up, he may be a scientist.
Yeah, who knows? What if you're aborting the kid that would have literally cured cancer?
Okay, but
man?
I'm arguing if the mother lives or the baby lives,
Yeah.
and who would you choose?
There's
then?
no
life is
either.
more
There's
valuable.
that,
But
this
that's what I'm saying.
See,
Who
now
would you
but
choose?
now
this
we're getting
either
into
or
philosophy.
this either or situation
Or not philosophy.
doesn't happen.
It does happen actually.
It
does happen.
This either or situation does
may
not
not be, like,
does not happen.
common,
It's
but
a
it
hypothetical situation.
No, it happens. It's not common, but it happens.
It happens in abortion clinics.
You have to have an open mind for all these things.
In that situation,
Well, I have an open mind because I believe life has
I'm just
value.
asking you, who
Life
do you
has
choose?
value.
A mother or a child?
I choose life, both of them, their life, and in the process,
you
I'm
can't-
trying to
let's
save
say-
both,
no, let's
and
say you
one
can't
dies.
save
I can live with that. I cannot live with that. Going intentionally for one life because I value that life over the other. That's where you go wrong, because then you can say, well, you know, if
Then you
East
start-
Indian
yeah, exactly.
people
It's
are
dangerous.
less
It's
valued than white people. And you can
It
say
sets
that
up
black
dangerous-
people are
dangerous
less valued
precedents
than East Indian people.
for the
Then
future.
you start drawing that you go into a dangerous territory.
The statement should be across the board: all human life is valuable.
Yeah.
Period. No. Oh, but it's a fetus. Oh, but
No,
she
I
got
agree with
raped.
that. Obviously, I'm not arguing.
I know,
that.
I know. Oh, but she got raped, or
Yeah.
it's gonna save her life. You know, every situation.
Or if
is
she born in a
complex.
incestuous relationship, that child is not gonna survive. That child is gonna die.
But
that's
what
a,
I'm
that's
saying,
that's.
I just brought out the
No, for
statistics
sure,
for that.
for sure.
I know
We're not
that
saying
you
you're
brought
wrong.
up the statistics. I'm just saying that's, you know,
That's
if
what
you're
kind of
making
media
that
leads to that.
decision based on those statistics, that decision is wrong. You approach the situation as it is. You don't approach the situation based on statistics. You know, like
Because also too, there's a lot of right now baby, like for example, we have technology now where doctors can sort of look
Yes.
at an ultrasound and sort of say the baby will have this or the baby will have this issue, that issue. Okay, that's only existed for like what, the last 40, 50 years max, and it's only recently gotten really good.
Yeah.
What is 50 years of how long we've been existing on this earth?
Yeah.
Nothing, a blip, right? Now, before all this technology, first of all, there's no way of you knowing how the baby's going to turn out. It's always a mystery.
Yeah.
Until it happens, right?
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, if you use that same line of thinking, which I'm not saying you have that thinking,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, right? Now, all of a sudden, if your baby comes out, and this is what Hitler did, right? Hitler saw people with mental illness, with deformities, less than. So his example, his compassion was to euthanize them,
yeah.
right? Because even back then, they couldn't tell whether the baby was going to come out healthy or not.
Yeah.
So now the problem is, now you're saying just because we can catch it in the womb, it's okay. That's crazy, man. Because it's not okay to euthanize them after they've come out. It's too late then.
Yeah.
But why is it okay if we catch it early? In the
By a skin barrier.
you know, because of,
just
I don't know, man.
between two skin barrier layer. That's the only, and also
I guess I can, like, I'm not saying this, but I see the argument that because it's not human yet. But But I understand your point too. That
What do you mean not
not
human yet? What is it? What is it then?
No, I'm just saying.
You're saying it doesn't have the full capabilities of a human being.
but it's still, I guess, it's a life.
The way we look at it, yeah.
It's a life,
Yeah,
and
fair
it's a human life, not just a life. It's
Okay.
a human life.
Okay, thank you.
Because that child is not turning into. It has all the DNA, everything that it needs. Is just growing.
Yeah.
It has everything that it needs. Is to be his own personality. His own everything is there. It's just growing. That's all it is. And in the U.S. in the 1920s, do you know that they used to castrate criminals so they don't have children, because they believe that criminals will have criminals. See how abortion was brought to us by euthanasia, by eugenics society. They're the ones who brought it out to us, and the same people that brought us the castration of people who they deem criminal
That's
in society.
a good point. People think that eugenics don't exist anymore. It does. It's just under a different scope. And
Yeah.
it's crazy how people will actually think like,
Yeah.
no, we live in a civilized society. But that is literally the definition of eugenics. Oh, that baby will be less than, so exit, get rid of it.
Eugenics,
That's what
yeah.
Hitler did.
Yeah, he learned it from U.S. from the American Eugenics Society in the 1920s. He learned it from. He said like America got it right. We learned it, and that's where Margaret Sanger came from, the one who founded abortion in U.S. Planned Parenthood founder Margaret Sanger. She was a eugenist. So that's the idea. Where the idea came from, we followed that idea and we said this is not good, can't be good at all. And so that's why we oppose it, not just because it's morally wrong, but also where it came from, the history of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Take care,
quick
man.
question. Are you sick?
Yeah.
You're sick?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. Have you ever thought about the Christian religion? Like, what's your opinion on it?
My uncle is Christian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I know a bit. He's a Protestant.
Nice. Yeah, we have a brother, Prav. He's sitting over there.
Yeah, Pravdeep. He came out of Sikh. His whole family is still Sikh, but he's the only Christian.
Nice.
Yeah, because he read the Guru Granth Sahib,
Yeah.
and he got confused.
Yeah.
He got confused. I mean, not, but that's one of the things that that got him out, because he says that animals will be judged on the judgment day. God will judge, and he started wondering, why would God judge an ant or a cow
I
eating
don't
grass?
know much about Sikhism.
Well, he read the
Yeah,
book. Have you read the book?
I haven't read the full book, but I know
Okay.
some things, but I can't really argue.
Okay,
That's
so yeah,
I don't have much knowledge.
he read the book, and all these stuff coming out to him. He's like, man, that's really.
Whoa. Watch out.
But yeah,
Yeah.
time. So
Take
thank you.
care, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.